Oh yeah. All right, let's do this. What's going on, road loyalists, and welcome to the video with Charles and Talos. As you can tell, I am on the road again. Basically, I did something kind of interesting. We will be getting there in a little bit, but obviously, a word from our sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by Vantage Premier Rental Collection, VPRC, the #1 Las Vegas exotic rental business with unlimited miles and no security deposits. It offers competitive pricing with no hidden fees, with free pickup and delivery anywhere in Las Vegas area. If you're looking for the billionaire's experience and that VIP luxury lifestyle, check out the ever-changing inventory right at VPRC, where they treat you like a billionaire. When you're ready to hop into an exotic, don't forget to add this promo code at checkout. VPRC Talos 5. That's VPRC TALOS 5 at checkout for 5% off your next rental. Be sure to hurry though, it's only limited to the first 50 customers, and once they're out, they're gone. So are you ready for the Vantage Premier lifestyle? If so, book now. Yeah, so I've been, if you watched my previous video when I was in the car meet, I was thinking about potentially getting a new vehicle. So, and obviously my friends know about this, and they decided to surprise me with a potential car for me just to kind of try it for the weekend. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. From the title above as well as from the description below, you can probably tell exactly what that car is. And I kind of want to take this opportunity to kind of talk about pretty much the new version versus the older version that I got, and see if it's worth an upgrade, or if it's not even worth getting at all. You know, potentials. Regardless, we're on the road right now getting it, and yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, we are here. We have arrived in the garage, the famous garage of Noneother. Right now behind me we have the Maserati Gran Turismo. To my left we have or right, depending on your perspective, is the Aston Martin Vantage. And of course, the spotlight for today, what I just picked up earlier, Corvette C8. Drive over here was so exhilarating, so, man. But we're basically taking this out pretty much for a whole weekend, so hope you guys like that. Obviously I'm going back inside, cool down a little bit. As you can see, the sun like beaming down on me, so I definitely need some water, cool down a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab some great shots today. Let's do this.
Who are these guys? Oh my god, Aston! Haven't seen you in years, in so many doggy years. Oh, there you are. Oh, the queen of the house. Oh, the turtles. My god, the gun's so big. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to you. I'm sorry. So grumpy. Why are you so grumpy? Huh? Why are you so grumpy? Look at you, look at that. Did you get a haircut? Yes, you did. Not bad.
The rest of that day was pretty much recording videos with some models, but if you guys want to check out the full video, definitely check out the link in the top right corner. We also might have got a little bit more attention than we were hoping for. Definitely check out that video to find out what happened. Alright guys, first day completed. Oh, what a fun day. Obviously, I'll probably have a separate video later in the future of the behind the scenes in terms of the photo shoot itself. But of course, this video will continue. I'm just kind of closing up for the night. My first impressions so far, like, I love it. Obviously, it's definitely improving over the C7. And we didn't really get to shoot much with it. Today was more focused on the photo shoot with the photographers and the models. Obviously there's a situation with that, so if you haven't already seen, obviously check out that video. It's kind of tough still, like if I want to do like, I want to get this over the Lamborghini Gallardo, as I mentioned before, but I do love both vehicles. Obviously I haven't test driven the Gallardo yet. That's probably something in the future that I want to do before I make that full-fledged purchase that I mentioned to you guys. I don't know, we'll see. But this effectively ends tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, while I make my phone charge, I just want to do a couple of, just kind of comparisons so far that I noticed. For the most part, this is definitely a significant upgrade from the C7. Is it enough for me to just change my completely, avert my attention to the Lamborghini Gallardo, my dream car? Well, technically, Gallardo is not the specific model. Obviously, as a kid, I fell in love with the Murcielago and the Diablo. That was kind of like what I grew up with as a kid, and those two were always going to be sexy for me. And then it was bought out, and now it's been kind of tamed down a little bit, especially with the Gallardo version. But it's still a Lamborghini regardless, so it's still one of my dream brands to have. When it came down to, because obviously when you think about it, it's about the same price range. Especially if I get the 3LT, it's comparable to the Gallardo, as well as the Gallardo SE that I was looking into. Roughly the same performance, but C8 Corvette to a Lamborghini. I don't know. It's weird, right? Obviously the pros and cons. Let's break it down right now. Obviously Lamborghini has the brand, has the make. People know Lamborghini. Obviously people know Corvettes too, the Chevys and all that. But things though, when you think of Lamborghini, it's definitely much more higher end, more prestige is the word I'm looking for. And the other, I guess the biggest difference is obviously you get the modern tech. Obviously, I love tech. If there's a new tech out there, I'll be the first ones to adopt it basically. And obviously, the C8 Corvette has it. The Gallardo, for 2004, 2009, even if you get the newer Gallardos, they don't really have the tech that we have. They have decent tech, but that might not be what I'm looking for, you know what I mean? Because I might be looking for something that's more driver focused with some tech stuff. What really helps about this car is the front grille cam. That's really nice. So you can see how far forward you are. I'm not sure if the Gallardo has it, probably not. You could potentially mod it to have it, but I know by default it doesn't. Another big difference is fuel economy. Obviously, you don't really think or really care that much if it's a sports car. You don't really care about fuel economy that much because it's for fun, you just want to drive. But sometimes you just want to cruise too. And what's cool from what I heard, one of my best friends told me about this, some of the newer years for the Corvette C8s, they're actually coming out as a not standard, but as an option to get pretty much butterfly wing doors, which is very cool. I think that's the first time a Corvette or American, well, I think the Ford GT had butterfly wings as well, but that doesn't really count. But you get the point. That in terms of the Corvette, anyway, it's the first time that's actually an option to have. Not sure if you've seen in my videos, but I was like, I was trying to squeeze through the, try to exit, and it's not very flattering to look at. It's very, very hard to get out of this, especially without butterfly wing doors. And that's kind of like, and obviously, when you compare it with the Gallardo, they're both going to be regular standard doors, not the butterfly wings. So that's kind of a pro in the C8 side, because now it's an option to do so. Now when it comes to sound system, also I'm very big into like music, bass, treble, all that. I'm very big in sound, and these actually come standard with Bose, the Performance series. I believe, I can't remember what the Gallardo has, but it's also, from what I hear, pretty decent. But that can always be modded as well, so that's not really a big con for the Gallardo. But the fact that it already comes standard on the 2 LTs versus 3 LTs, and I've been kind of like checking out, maxing out the bass out, see how it feels, and it feels very good. Closing comments. Obviously, we are here back with the C8 in garage. You've probably seen some of the footages we got from there. But yeah, I'm like, this is like pretty much a second date with the Corvette, and honestly, like, I'm torn between either like upgrading to the C8. My boyhood dream is always to get that Lamborghini Gallardo. Not necessarily Gallardo per se, but just a Lamborghini, because that just. The idea of having a Lamborghini, the prestige of it, racing heritage, it's a boyhood dream of mine. And it's so, I'm like torn, because obviously, as a tech guy, I love everything in this car. Obviously the interior is beautiful, check this out. Like, beautiful tech. Don't worry about the McDonald's, not sponsored. But beautiful tech. Obviously it's off right now at the moment. This is only the 2LT version, but I think it's all you need, because I think with the 3LT, it just adds more performance stuff. But for the most part, 2LT is where all the tech stuff is where you want it to be at. Similar to like the C7 that I had. It has auto start, it has the wireless charger, which is awesome, obviously, because obviously, you know, I have an iPhone. I'm always losing battery, so obviously wireless charge is a must nowadays in the world. So that's kind of the con with the Gallardo. Now let's go back to the Gallardo for a second now. Obviously with the Gallardo, in terms of like longevity, I think the Lamborghini is going to definitely last longer than the C8. Eventually there'll be a C9, then you forget about the C8. And obviously it's at a certain point you're going to start seeing a lot more C8s. Right now, it's kind of cool to have a C8 because it's so brand new. It just came out, and literally rolling out to people and everything. But eventually, you get to a point where everyone has a C8, and it won't be as cool anymore. Whereas a Lamborghini, not everyone really has it. So that's kind of like my mindset, and I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on it. Do you think it's worth getting a C8, or do you think I should just like step it up and just get a Lamborghini and fulfill that boyhood dream? Yeah, some more compare and contrast real quick. With the Lamborghini, obviously it's limited production. So obviously at a certain point, it will eventually appreciate in value. There'll be more demand for it, unlike the C8s. C8s will continue to appreciate. It'll probably stay to a point where it'll kind of bottom out, but for the most part, it will depreciate. And I don't see it ever really appreciate unless it's like a Z01 or that new one. I know Miss was telling me about it. Like we have to, we'll leave it down here because I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. What that new limited edition higher spec than the Z01 is. 1,000 horsepower. That's insane. So I'm torn, guys. I'm torn. So obviously this car is beautiful. It's definitely the car to have nowadays. But Lamborghini has that prestige, so that's why I'm kind of throwing the question out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think I should get a C8? Check it out. Obviously, this is only a weekend getaway trip with this, and then eventually I will be deciding, like maybe later this year or maybe early next year, of what I'll be getting. So let me know, comments down, pros, cons, you know, different ideas. So, you know, let me know. But that's all I got. We're gonna roll out now, and we'll see you near some.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Till you break down.
Oh man, got you. Oh, this fell off the road. Got some kind of banged up scratches, but for the most part, it's still functional. Whew, I had to run over here. Couldn't find a good parking, so I had to park kind of far. Apart from that though, definitely is a beautiful day to walk. That's one of the perks of being in Summerlin. Green everywhere. It's definitely a beautiful place.
Until you break down.